Okay, so I couldn't figure out how to narrate my Google Slides, so I'll upload this movie onto Moodle as well as the Google Slides. I'll be talking about the interactive whiteboard uh, lesson plan that was titled Effects of Climate Change on Species. Here's the URL in the middle right here, and this is Callum giving this. The overview, this was geared towards the ninth grade level. Um, for the interactive whiteboard kind of lesson, students answered questions. They were primarily, at least initially, true and false, but then they did segue into more discussion-like questions. They watched a few videos. Some of these were around coral reef bleaching, which is clear results of climate change. There were areas where they compiled answers and facilitated discussions that way too. The content of the lesson plan, it is a brief introduction to climate change. It's interspersed with questions to get an understanding. And finally, it broaches upon a couple of different discussion points. One is around which species we anticipate to be susceptible to fast changing climates. And then another is a case study around pumpkins and climate change. The pros of this lesson plan, it does assess student knowledge in real time. You are getting at whether students understand what you're lecturing. That's very valuable. It does facilitate discussions as well. So a lot of the slides or videos are punctuated with questions or points to think about. And then it does use videos quite nicely around coral reef bleaching, which it does drive home the point that climate change is impacting many different species of life. The cons, it could have focused more on the case study built around that. I actually feel like the strongest portion of this was the pumpkin case study. You could have had maps of where you can grow pumpkins very easily, and then overlay that with climate change maps. So where would the pumpkins now have to grow? Things like that. You could have made it very interactive, made videos around that, overlays, and had the students interact with that. There could have been more sheer interaction on the board rather than just answering questions and then clicking things. And then I think they need to update the graphics and layout. A very simple facelift for the lesson plan. For additions, I would actually focus more on the pumpkin case study. I think that's probably the most valuable portion of this lesson plan. Definitely start to overlay maps on um, uh, current climates where pumpkins grow well with what we anticipate with climate change, things like that. So that's my 3-minute spiel. I'll upload the Google Slides in this video. Thank you.